Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got an exciting video, so many topics to cover. We're gonna first start it off with the best players from Europe in terms of money earned since the Fortnite World Cup ended. There's definitely some shocking players on this list, as well as the ones we would expect, like Mongrel, Mitro, Benji Fishy. But what's crazy is the money these players have actually earned since then. We'll take a look at that more in depth at the start, but we have other crazy stuff to go over, like the 100 Thieves secret player, which they did hint at during the reveal of their new compound, which, by the way, their new compound is unreal. And I think we might know who that secret player is that they were talking about in the video. We'll go over that in the second part. Then moving on to the final part, we actually have a very scary and serious threat to the Fortnite community, which is skin and V-Buck sellers on Twitter. You know, those people on Twitter that you buy skins from, like the iconic skin or the minty codes. Odds are that most of you guys have probably thought about buying a skin from one of these guys, and some of you definitely have. And I'm here to warn you guys that you need to be careful doing this. There's a skin seller out there that goes by the name of TJ Cobain, and at first glance, he definitely looks super legit and trusted. Well, I will tell you guys right now, there have been cases where this guy has screwed over some of his customers big time. He's been trying to cover it up like crazy ever since I called him out. We're gonna expose him in this video, but again, just a fair warning at the start here. Be very, very careful when buying skins of any type on Twitter. And this isn't just in regard to TJ Cobain, but there are a lot of sellers out there who will do highly illegal things in order to get you your V-Bucks or skins that you buy from them. And just because they do get you the skin or V-Bucks doesn't mean that they are trusted or legit. We'll continue the discussion about this topic later in the video. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. It is super important. But now let's jump into that list of European professional players with the most money earned since the World Cup. This was posted by Arcane CG, who actually has a lot of really cool information posted on his Twitter. Be sure to check him out. But taking a look at the actual list, we have Benji Fishy sitting in number one with 249,000, basically 250k, killing it. And then under him we have Aqua actually sitting with 235k, and then under him we have Stompy 217k. Then finally Mongrel, who a lot of you guys would have expected higher up maybe, sitting at $210,000. Shankin and Mitro right under him at 200 and 197k respectively. Now the reason Shankin is so high is because he has performed really well in almost every single Fortnite Championship Series grand final. But the most shocking in my opinion is how low actually Mongrel is on this list, and that will make a lot more sense as we move on to this next list. And this is also posted by Arcane. It's the most money made in solo cash cups history in EU, and in number one, of course, Benji Fishy with $52,000, guys. I mean, he's killing it, literally 15k ahead of the second place person, which is also another shocker, Kiriachi 32. Hopefully I said that right, but he has earned $37,000 in cash cups. And again, I'm gonna guess a lot of you guys have never heard of this player, and what's crazier about him is that he lives in Russia and plays on EU with 60 to 80 ping. That's right, guys, and he actually just won one of the cash cups this week. So big shout out to him. He is popping off, winning a lot of money there. I hope he can start taking that to the next level in the Fortnite Championship Series. He is duoing with Letwick, who was at the Fortnite World Cup for solos and duos. That's a great player, so I bet that will transcend Kiriachi's gameplay to the next level. Moving on though, we have Aqua, who was also really high on the last list, as well as Mitro, then Chapix. I'm gonna say Slide Nielsen, please. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. It is a hard name to read in my opinion. Moving on to the next one, we have Wakey, then Eraus, and then lastly, we do have Savage, who has been doing really well in the cash cups recently. And then Mongrel, nowhere to be found here. I'm actually really curious as to how much money he's earned from the cash cups. But now that I think about it, I really don't remember him ever posting himself doing good in the cash cups. I do see a lot of complaining posts from him. Maybe he just doesn't enjoy the solo format right now. Not too sure, but that is a big shocker. Let me know if you guys agree with that down below. And also let me know if you enjoyed these lists. I'm going to go ahead and contact Arcane and ask him if he'll do it for the NA regions, and we could take a look at those in the future. But anyways, guys, let's move on now to the second topic, which is going to be 100 Thieves, and who is their secret player that they're hiding from us. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, 2 days ago, 100 Thieves released a video going over their brand new compound, which, as I mentioned, is incredible. It's so big. They have every single professional professional player on their team playing there, as well as streamers, workers, pretty much everything. It's the nicest esports facility I have seen. But anyways, during this video, he was going through their streamer booths where they have their professional streamers streaming live at the compound. And he went over the first three. There was Brooke and a few other guys. And then in the final fourth booth, he opened it and then closed it saying, "Oh, wait, we can't show you guys this yet," hinting at a brand new streamer that's going to be joining 100 Thieves. Let's go ahead and roll it real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
All right. Now in this next room, I forgot, wait, hold on. Nope, we can't talk about that. Hasn't been announced. That's coming soon.
So there we go, Nade Shot hinting at a brand new player or streamer joining 100 Thieves. I don't think he was actually streaming in there though. Maybe he was, who knows. I just feel like that would be a little too obvious. But moving on to a minute later in the video, let's go ahead and roll this clip for you guys.
There's so much space. Do we have this many people at the company? You think we could fill this thing up?
I think so. I think we got a ton of people, but think about all the things you can do here, man.
2 gigantic TVs to watch our new content or watch our teams play.
You can bring your laptop and...
Who was that, guys? Who was that front and center? Did you see it on the screen? Cloaksy. That's right. And honestly, I know this isn't like a crazy guess. I feel like it's fairly obvious. Cloaksy's been hanging out with 100 Thieves guys for so long. In my opinion, it's just about time he finally joins. But another big reason why I believe Cloaksy is going to join 100 Thieves is because he is managed by the same team that manages Courage JD, who also joined 100 Thieves last year. Now, this is going to be the loaded management, and it also means you could probably expect Cloaksy to be getting a streamer deal sooner or later, because Loaded has been the management team that's been doing all of those deals with Mixer, with YouTube, with Twitch, with Caffeine, pretty much any streaming platform, they've been involved with getting those deals done. I could be wrong, it could be a completely different person, but hey, you never know, it's fun to speculate, and I just feel like Cloaksy is bound to join 100 Thieves very soon. Let's move on now to the final topic, which again is real serious, guys, and you need to be careful with these Fortnite sellers. In this video, we're going to primarily focus on a situation that went down between me, TJ Cobain, and one of his customers. His customer goes by the name of Scenario Emote. He contacted me on Twitter saying this: "I have a story about TJ Cobain scamming people. If you bought Iconic from him, you're getting it taken away. I have screenshots, he blocked my other account, and he's not giving refunds either." Then he sent me proof of the payment, proof of a screenshot of him losing the Iconic skin, and then also proof of him being blocked by TJ Cobain. Now, if you don't know who TJ Cobain is, this is his Twitter. He has 70.6k followers, and his bio says, "To buy all rare Fortnite skins, go to our site, tjcobain.com, see our vouchers page, hashtag TJLegit, and yeah, he pretty much just sells rare Fortnite skins like the Iconic skin and also the Minty code. And the Iconic skin that he bought from TJ Cobain was removed, and it says, "The following items removed from your account. Reason, a payment made by this account was reversed or refunded." So basically, the money that was spent to buy this Iconic skin, not by Emote Scenario, by TJ Cobain or whoever bought it for him, refunded or reversed the transaction with Epic Games to get their money back. So in return, Epic Games removes the skin off the account. So that means whoever refunded the money and then sold the skin made a profit off of it. That's why it's so cheap. They literally commit fraud and refund the money. So I reached out to TJ Cobain to ask him about this situation, and it did not go well. As you can see, he reached out to me before trying to do a bunch of giveaways with me, but I already knew this whole Fortnite skin selling thing was really shady, so I just avoided all people who reached out to me like this. But I messaged him and I said, "I've gotten a few different DMs showing that people are losing Iconic skins that you sold them because they were refunded." He then responds and says, "Yeah, I only see a few people. I'm trying to figure out a solution as they were done nearly a year ago, and we do state on our policy no refunds. However, that being said, I'm still looking into the situation as my supplier, Tim, used Season 10 legit, so it's strange." And then he tagged the guy, and I asked him, "You got all of the skins from him?" He said, "Yes, the Iconic ones." So I reached out to Tim that day, which was 3 days ago, and I still have not gotten a response. So then I eventually asked him, what is he going to do for the people that lost their skin? He said, "We are unsure. As I said, our policy is no refunds. However, we will compensate them. It has been nearly close to a year and the situation is out of my control." And then at this point, I was kind of fed up, because how are you going to sell someone something and then not offer a refund when they lose the item due to you on your end, your selling end? It's your fault. How are you not going to offer a refund? That's crazy. So I just came around right out the gates and I said, I have a situation way sooner than a year ago where you blocked the guy. He said, a lot of people I see trying to get free money, giving fake orders or wrong number or different email and pass. I said he clearly paid through you. You knew he did. His DM showed the sale. You blocked him right after he sent you a message about losing the skin. He asked for that, then I sent it to him. He didn't respond for over 10 hours. And I said, so why did you block him? He said it obviously hid a message and blocked. Sorting it out with him now to see if he actually legit lost it or wasting my time. He also ordered it over 7 months ago. And he didn't really answer my question. You know, he blamed it on hide a message or something. So I said, why did you immediately block someone who had clearly bought it from you? He said he didn't. He ordered 7 to 8 months ago. But dude, the guy DM'd you literally yesterday asking about the situation. We know he ordered from you a long time ago, but you blocked him after the skin was removed when he messaged you. Then he sends over this really long message saying, I said I hit his reply as we was speaking on DMs and it blocked him without reasoning. I thought it was yes, but in fact it's yes block. Never done hide before, lol. Fact is, the iconic was 7 to 8 months ago. It clearly says on our website, no refund policy. So he basically says I was talking to the guy in DMs, but then on accident somewhere else, I hit his replies to my tweets and it blocked him and I didn't know. And all of a sudden you just forgot about a guy who was calling you a scammer. I don't think so, buddy. I really don't. He then claims that I'm setting him up, which is ridiculous. He literally sold this guy his item 7 to 8 months ago, which he keeps mentioning. Oh, it was 7 months ago. I don't have to refund him. I don't have to worry about this at all. He's still your customer. He still sent you money. So then he tells me that he accidentally blocked the guy. How do you accidentally block somebody by hiding their message? He's clearly reaching out to you trying to get help on his item that he lost because you sold it to him and you blocked him for it. There's no getting around that. So I kept telling him it doesn't matter when he bought it. You blocked the guy after he lost his item and he was asking for a refund. And if you guys want, you can pause this video at any time to read these DMs. I put everything in it. And at one point he even says, the guy you gave me, I didn't even know he was blocked on this page. But we have a support page, which I'm sure he could have contacted me there to sort it. So you're telling me that if he would have contacted you through support, you wouldn't have blocked him like you did on your main account? I highly doubt that. How are we avoiding the fact that TJ sold a skin to somebody and that skin, the money that was paid for that skin to Epic Games, was refunded? Now it could have been refunded by TJ or the person he got the skin from, but that doesn't matter. Literally the person who bought this skin from Epic refunded the money. They got their money back, which someone paid that guy for this skin, which is why he goes on and says he's going to compensate people with other skins and other minty codes. It's because they're not actually paying for the stuff, they're getting refunds on it. So if they refund you your money, they end up losing money themselves. We compensate the missing icon with a minty, even though it's no refund. When people buy from anyone, they buy at risk. They buy at risk. Remember this, guys, because the sellers don't refund it. People buy at risk. He says it multiple times. Then I sent him a screenshot and I said, bro, look, it clearly says you are blocking somebody. There's no accidentally blocking someone. You're clearly admitting to hiding tweets of people replying to you saying that they lost their iconic skin. And then he tries to change it and says, I don't hide replies of people who are toxic. I just keep them and ignore them. It was an accident. What? Why did you hide his reply then? I'm so confused at this point. Then he says the guy got compensated for it. Yes, you did compensate him after I called you out, which he did. He went to emote scenario after I DM'd him and he sent him a minty code, which is crazy. And I said, you're literally avoiding the fact that someone lost their skin from you and tried to contact you about it, and then you blocked him. And he said you addressed the situation but asked the guy if he contacted support page, because he didn't. Why would he contact the support page if he did the sale through you, TJ, through your account, the one you blocked him on? He then continues to say, hey, make sure you tell everyone I compensated him, which, yeah, you did, with another skin that he could easily lose, just like the one you gave him at first. Then he called me a funny guy, and then he called me an idiot, and I don't know, man. It just went downhill from here. Basically, the main point of all this is, do not buy skins from people online because, one, they could easily get taken away, then two, the seller could easily not give you your money back. There's a good chance you could end up getting scammed, and what I mentioned at the beginning of the video is highly illegal stuff that some of these sellers do. I don't know if TJ does it, I don't know who does it, but they do use stolen credit cards and commit fraud to buy these skins or V-Bucks and send it to you. That's why they're so cheap. If you guys have ever seen on Twitter where somebody says, hey, I'll buy you Pizza Hut for $15, send me a $50 order, it's because they're using a stolen credit card. The same thing applies here, so watch out, guys. TJ can claim he is legit and trusted all he wants, but somebody bought something from him and asked him about it on Twitter and he blocked him for it. Do what you guys want, but definitely proceed with caution. It's a very dangerous business. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. If you learned anything from it, let me know down below. Don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe. That is going to be it. I love you guys so much. I'm out of here. Peace.